Are we were? Is everything working? Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here. Here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Please put your questions in the chat just before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because of you. Anyway, if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there on all of the regular live streams. All of them are time stamped on the live stream. Apparently words elude me. So anyway, hello Marianne in Canada. Hello from Chicago. All right, okay. Pull it together, woman. All right. So, I'm glad you guys like the art. So, okay. And if you're new around here, hi. I'm here literally every single day of the year, every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday. I am here and I have been for years. And every day there's new art, there's their nails. These great, these kind of cat's eye. There are nails, there are different decks. Today I'm using the Pulp Tarot, which is great. Links in the description box. And we look at the news together. So you don't have to go into that muck by yourself. We go down, we start up here with art and color and friendship, and then we go down into the ick, into the bog of eternal stench. And then we come back up because we don't live there. So, okay. Then he says, well, at least you didn't start off mute. Maybe I should have. All right. Okay. On today's episode, Elon has a black eye. Elon also has America's private data. And Trump is talking about pardoning Diddy. Okay, anyway. At 2 minutes, 50 seconds in, we're just going to jump in. Which is, Autumn has joined the Red Lipstick Resistance today. The shade looks fabulous on you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. So, all right. All right, we're going to, people behaving badly. Sabine, how much what? I'm sorry. I'm a little slow on the uptake, obviously. All right. So we're going to start with, have you seen Mucky's black eye? It's on the right side. It's right here, kind of right there. So it's more toward the front than just on the side or something. So there's all kinds of talk about this because so Musk said it was from one of his kids accidentally hit him or he told one of his kids to hit him in the face, or I forget what it was. I think there are plenty of people who would volunteer. I'm not one of them, but I think there are plenty of people who would volunteer. And let me, because I want to show you not only the black eye, but this was yesterday in the White House, and one of the things that people are talking about is that Musk spent so much of the last couple of years as far away from sober as you can possibly imagine. So let me close that, share screen. And so not only is does he have Bruce, which you'll see, but he also very much, and it's muted on purpose because we don't want to listen to Trump. So you can see that where he got popped in the eye, but he's also on something. I mean, seriously on something. So this was Muck in the Oval Office yesterday. Yeah. But he just acts worse and worse and worse. All right. So what I was, a couple of things I was thinking about and what was being said. Now, what was being said, yeah, high as a kite. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, what they're saying in the media is the reasoning for Elon's quick departure goes beyond his smack talking about Trump and the big bonkers bill. Apparently, he shoved Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, allegedly. Per those in the know, quote, Scott Bessent called Musk out and said, "You promised us $1 trillion in cuts, and now you're at like 100 billion, and nobody can find anything. What are you doing?" Unquote. And that's when Elon got physical. It's a sore subject with him. It wasn't an argument. It was a physical confrontation. Elon basically shoved him. All right. So this came out, but there are two things to keep in mind. One, further reading, this was first talked about in April. This didn't happen 2 days ago. At least they've been talking about this kind of thing. So maybe they've been fighting all along. But so let me see. It's on, you know how I am with trying to work out the forensics. Hi, I'm a Scorpio. Hi, nice to meet you. If Elon has if he has a black eye over here, it's not perfect, but chances are the person who hit him is left-handed. As far as I can tell, Scott Bessent is not left-handed. But you know who is left-handed? Stephen Miller. And wasn't there some talk about Stephen Miller's wife joining Musk as Musk was leaving full time, and that maybe she's leaving him, and make no mistake, she is a nasty piece of work. I mean, nasty piece of work. Yeah, I won't even go into the details because it's horrible. But anyway, so I was curious. So I went to Getty's Images. Now, if the most recent pictures of Stephen Miller I could find were from yesterday, and if he had any kind of marks on his hands, that would have been a smoking gun, metaphorically speaking. I didn't see that, though. His hands look okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that he would have had a mark, but who knows? So let me show you, because here we go. First of all, yeah, that's his wife. Yeah, she seems like a charmer, doesn't she? Yeah. Close this. And close that. Close this. There, now I found it. All right, so Yeah, that's his wife. She is awful. Anyway, so I went down, and apparently Nazi Ferratu came out of the White House attic. He, unhinged his claws from the rafters and came down and went out and yelled at the journalists like he always does. And it's nice. I mean, it looks like, I don't know why this always insists in opening in separate. Can you open in this? No. Okay. Anyway, I think in this picture you can see, it's nice that he actually decided to pull on the human skin. I thought that was a nice touch. Anyway, so I was looking closely at some of these images, and you can go to Getty's images and just search for Stephen Miller. And there are a couple of pictures of the back of his left hand. I wasn't seeing any marks. So, and this was yesterday. Unfortunately, that's his right hand, but they are in shadow. So, and then this is, but there's here are a couple of clear images, but they're back on the 22nd. That doesn't, that was Musk's. I would have recovered by then. Anyway, so then, just to make certain, I went and looked at Bessent's most recent pictures. There's one very clearly shows the back of his hands, and there's nothing there. So there's no marks on either of them. So I just wanted you to be aware. So as people are talking about this, and and gossip is running wild, I want you to have as many facts as possible to be like, okay, this and that. Okay, that's true. No, I don't know about that. We don't have evidence of that, but we do have evidence of this. All right. So I wanted you to do that. Musk is saying that it's really crazy. It was like either his kid said he wanted to punch him, so he said do it, or he says he told his kid to punch him. And are we talking about X? And is X left-handed? It doesn't make any sense. And oh yeah, he's high as a kite. So who knows? So anyway, so I was going to ask the cards, is there any information on what actually happened? Oh yeah, it could be any kind of people. Denise says maybe it's his 14th trial. Maybe could be any one of his many women he's had children with, who he's trying to not give them any money or support them. Of course, why didn't you just say he walked into a door? I don't. The thing is, though, for what it's worth, in looking at it, if he fell or something, it would be more over on the side. So he must have, but because he's high as a kite, it's possible. It's more possible. But no, something hit him like from this angle. It was, if not a little 45-degree angle, then it was straight on. So what happened? Viola says, who tells her kid to punch them in the face? I don't know. Into Uniform says, too big a bruise for tiny hands. Exactly. Yes. He could have fallen into something, or very unsteady. Very, very unsteady. But he is not well liked. He has made a lot of enemies, male and female, who would have. I've always wondered, I mean, I'm against violence. We don't want violence. We don't. But I have wondered for years why someone hasn't just hauled off and expressed themselves to our current president's face. After all the cheating and lying and all of that, it's always surprised me. So, yeah, it's not like, oh, he doesn't have any enemies, Elon. Page of Swords. This feels like, swords are air signs. This feels like what they're putting out, the message they're putting out. There's a big old ending and a very unsteady. This is the World. And the Two of Pentacles. So he definitely has enemies. It's good that he's leaving. I mean, we think it's good that he's leaving, but no, it's good. He's an increasing. He was increasingly becoming the focal point. You know that Mr. President Narcissist wasn't going to be able to deal with that. So I don't feel sorry for them either, Lois. I don't. But this is a story. I'm getting it's more chaotic behind the scenes than we really know. So the question here is, was it Stephen Miller? I'm just curious. Oh, my bread's done. I'll keep it warm for a while. Sorry about the beeping. It'll stop in a second. All right, Stephen Miller, Nasi Ferratu. Elon is admitted how much, and you can just look at him and know he's on stuff. I would think that Stephen Miller, all he'd have to do was, stay in his bat form and just fly, around Elon Musk, and that would freak him out. But I don't know. Three of Swords. There's some heartache around this. So there's even some more salacious gossip about, let's just say, the situation that Stephen Miller, his wife, and Elon Musk were in together. But there is some heartbreak here, and that justice, there's some pain in this marriage, which is not surprising considering they're both, actually all three of them are awful people who absolutely deserve each other. Secrets. Nostalgia. The kids. Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. Three of Cups. Not necessarily. I am going to go with Musk is an addict. That's what I'm going to go with. He's an addict, and he fell on his face. But he has a lot of enemies. And things look okay from the outside with the Millers, but there's some real pain in that marriage. All right, that's what I'm getting. Oh, I think it's more than just walking into a door. I think it was something. I think it was. So, yeah. You fall and you can do a lot of damage. When I was 3, my parents, it was the mid-70s. My parents had their coffee table was actually a slab of marble. that they got somewhere. It was just a big piece of marble, weighed a ton, and they were very proud of it. But it had these kind of sharp corners, and I fell, and on the corner, and it went like right there, and I needed stitches, but I'm fine. That was a thing. You can just simply fall, and at 3, it's not like you weigh a ton, but if you fall, you do it at the right angle, you'll catch bits of furniture and whatnot. So, okay. Which is, I remember the big stone ashtray too. Oh, there we go. There were so many ashtrays. People who didn't necessarily smoke would like collect ashtrays because they, I went to this park or this party or this concert, and I have this big ugly ashtray. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's move on to Representative Melanie Stansbury, Democrat from New Mexico. And I have to tell you, we like her. I know you may be thinking, who? But no. Trust me, we like her. Representative Melanie Stansbury was the top Democrat assigned to DOGE. She is noting that while Elon is on his way out the door, goodbye, he's taking America's private data with him. Is she correct? What, if anything, will be done? Well, before I answer that, I have to let you know who this is, in case you can't think of it off the top of your head. Melanie Stansbury is well known for 2 things. One, where's the picture? During the State of the Union, when the dumpster fire was walking in, glad handing, she is the one who stood there with the little sign that said, "This is not normal," until one of the Republicans grabbed it out of her hands. Oh, yeah. The other thing she did, apparently, she was in a committee with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Greene was just going off, just being Marjorie Taylor Greene, just heinous and awful and mean and all of this. From what I heard, Melanie Stansbury dug in her purse, found a little bag of goldfish, the crackers, pushed it over to Marjorie Taylor Greene and said, "Are you okay? Are you hangry?" Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Are you hangry? All right. But no, seriously, is Mucky going to be able to walk away with all this information? My understanding is, didn't at least one of the judges say, yeah, you don't get that information, or you need to put it back? Which is, it would have been better if she'd given her a Snickers. Those of you outside the country, there was a Snickers ad campaign that was all about, you're just not yourself when you're hungry. And someone who's like acting like a monster, and they give the person a Snickers, and they're just like, oh, okay, and they're human again. So yes, that would have been awesome. So the thing about all of that, when you get all of that information, it's not impossible to make copies. So, Knight of Wands. Well, the Elon Musk and his infants, they did some very bad actors. So, Temperance, yeah, I want to say that there was at least one judge at some point. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, corruption, waiting for a ship to come in. Yeah, I don't like that. This would be selling information, using information, still taking the awful action. Please tell me that. Oh, Becca from House of Lenormand's in the chat. Do follow House of Lenormand. Hello, Becca. I keep seeing that they're giving that data to Peter Thiel to use with Palantir or something. Well, I'm not surprised. So, M. Kelby's asking, what's in a Krasnov taco? Vodka chicken? Anyway. Yeah, definitely a chicken taco. Yeah, this is all the dumpster fire, President Dumpster Fire is doing. Got a thief card right at the end. So this is feeling beaten up. Everything that was done. There was a big chariot, big movement forward, and there is a thief card right at the end. I don't think we've heard the last of this. And you know, if everybody who's not dyed in the wool MAGA votes for Democrats next year, hint, 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 then in the House and the Senate, we could have hearings. Bring all this up into the light. Becca's saying Taco Bell could really capitalize on this one, make it chicken taco with a Cheetos shell. Well, they have a Doritos shell. That's orange cheese powder, isn't it? And I try not to be completely out of touch, but I honestly, I have been vegan for 21 years. So I do run across things every once in a while where it's like, oh, I guess that's not a thing. Anyway, all right. Whew. Raymond says that Fatuous 45 is a soft taco. There we go. All right, now where I am not reading on the Sean Combs trial itself, there isn't enough sage in the world. There really isn't. Gross. However, more and more details are coming out, and people are being named in the Sean Combs trial. As things are unraveling, Donald J. for Genius Trump is suddenly talking about the potential of pardoning Combs after looking at the facts. What fact? You've seen them. You saw them up close. You were there. You don't need, I could pull it up, but there are many, many pictures of Trump with Sean Combs. There just are. Trump and Melania have had a long-standing friendship with Combs before Trump went to the White House. Now, did he actually partake in the actual freak-offs or whatever? I hope not. I don't want that mental image. However, this is where we need to think about this for a second, because why would, that's true, Debsy. Diddy has Combs has the money to buy a pardon, at least for the moment. So there would be that. However, Back in 2001, allegedly, Sniffy Jr. began an affair with Aubrey O'Day, who very much knew Sean Combs, who was a member of the Combs-controlled girl group Danity Kane. Combs was notorious for filming these freak-offs. Could it be Senior is trying to prevent a scandal involving Junior from coming to light? So why is the President Dumpster Fire talking about pardoning Combs? Is it for himself? Is it for his own actions? Is it just for money? Or is it potentially Sniffy Jr. he's trying to protect? Because after everything they said about Hunter Biden, can you imagine video of Junior having an affair while he was married? And you know that during those parties, they often partook of substances. Ms. Gibson says, I can't imagine him doing anything for his son. Well, why? Or is it just, I don't know, you're just both so evil? Oh, he's serious. Because from what it looks like Combs is going to be in a world of hurt legally. But then this strength. There are the parties. It's a card for the reading. Six of Pentacles. And that could be some money changing hands. Here's a plan. Secrets are right in the middle. Combs in trouble. Strength. Secrets. Trading in secrets. So, your secrets, Dumpster Fire, or is it Dumpster Jr.? For entertainment purposes only. Old Silver, thank you. Yes, entertainment purposes only. Here, let me. Pimda, could you please remove your comment from the chat? It's triggering to some people, and I appreciate what you're saying, but try to keep things as squeaky clean as we can. It's a daytime show, so. Patreon is tonight, 7 p.m. You can come on the screen. Links in the description. I don't have super expensive tiers. Talk directly with up to 9 other people with me. Or stay in the chat. We put faces to names. Okay. I don't like this card coming up in this. I don't like this card at all. It's a card of nostalgia. It's also the picture. A lot of emotion. Two of Wands, communication, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting secrets. I'm getting grossness. Ugh. Yeah, ick. Ick, ick, ick. Okay. Ugh. All right. Moving on. We go back here, put the art back up, and at 3540, health. RFK Jr.'s big Make America Healthy Again report. The man's brain looks like Swiss cheese. If he didn't have a brain worm, he would have had mice or rats going in to get a meal. And anyway, the Make America Healthy Again travesty lies has dropped, which decried America's food supply, pesticides, and prescription drugs. You didn't... RFK Jr. isn't the way he is because of those. Not prescription drugs, well, not legal drugs. He's admitted it. Okay. But, gee, kid, be sure to drink more water. You took the stuff, and, right, but we need to avoid food coloring. Okay. Anyway, the problem is that the report cited hundreds of studies, but a closer look by a news organization found that some of those studies that he quoted don't exist. Just made up. Things are so bad that KKKaroline has promised that the White House will update the report. Will this simply go away? Also, she's not doing too well either. Yeah. People have been making posts about her breathing, how upset she is. But anyway, so anyway, the Make America Healthy Again report was they just made stuff up just out of the blue yonder. Whoo, boy. Queen of Cups. This is actual medical people saying, oh, they've got a thing out. Oh, this should be rich. Magician. This is, okay, when the Magician card, when it's a good thing, this is really using your resources in a good way. Some of the earliest versions of this card are basically a man doing the equivalent of 3-card Monty. Or with the bean under the 3 cups, and you have to guess which one it's under. A con man. A whole lot of stuff there, and the 6 of Cups. Catherine Santos, thank you so much. Oh, that makes a huge difference. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love your optimism and humor. Appreciate you trying to keep the community energy positive. You rock, girl. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Thank you. So, Make America Healthy Again, completely made up. This isn't the first time. It won't be the last. You can't. This is a con. There's a lot of it. Go, oh, God. We need to get these people out of office, but we can't do anything until January of 2027. So we're in the thick of it, and we just need to hang on and help each other, because these people are just heinous. Anyway. All right. Now, speaking of that, Acadian Proud brought something up that's just, yeah. Good luck with that. RFK Jr. wants to prevent government scientists from publishing in top journals, citing influence and corruption, something he knows all about, especially the corruption part. Anyway, RFK Jr. wants to develop an in-house publication. Right. So all the science, it can only go through the government and what they decide to put in that. Oh, please. Yes, Rich, thank you for reminding us about the wellness camps that RFK Jr. was talking about. Ugh. So the publication, no, this is all temporary. This is all temporary. He is a fool, and there's corruption right behind that. But he's on the defensive constantly for messing up. Absolute lies. It won't last forever. It really won't. So, ick. Seriously, the energy is just like, bleh. My sage and my salt, my blessed water. Just like a whoopee. I'm just gonna just sit here with this. Okay. Now we got someone who was asking yesterday, was talking about the U.S. Post Office at 4215, and we're making this anonymous. I'm making this anonymous because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I work for the post office, and in the last few weeks, I've seen a dramatic shift in delivery times. In the last week, all of our computer systems and everything else have been breaking down. Is this present dumpster fire or something? Or is this just... yeah. All right, post office. Post office troubles. By the way, be careful when you buy things. Which says it's at your hex vinegar name jar. No, this is very much a cleansing, protecting from negativity. No, it's water, sage, and salt. It's like, no. just want to hold it. Yeah. Becca's asking, the one guy's still there, right? The Postmaster General from his first term. No, he left. No, he's gone. DeJoy, who was not a joy, who should have been in jail, but no, he's gone. There's somebody else there now. DeJoyless. Thank you, Jennifer Parr. Yes. Oh, right in the middle. Mailbags. Lots of mailbags. Right in the middle. Okay, it's not pretty. It's just not pretty. The other thing is be very, very careful. When you buy anything that you think even might be coming from overseas, be very careful. Because I'm hearing about, like you know how there was talk, Amazon was talking about showing the tariff amount if people go to buy something, and then the White House said that was horrible and blah, 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 right? So Amazon backed off. Amazon should not have backed off because some people are just buying things and they get the things and maybe they return some, maybe they keep them, and then they get these massive bills to pay for the tariffs. It's happening. Not to everyone, but it's happening. So please be careful when you're buying things. Rita says, I buy from Temu. I would stick to the things that say there's a local warehouse. I would only buy things if it says there's a local warehouse. I would not just buy randomly. Anyway, I'm just saying, just be careful. All right. Post office. There's a lot of worry. This whole thing's a mess. Prices are going up. I mean, just in general, the economy is hurting. Yeah, tariff. You name it. It's not good. 8 of Wands, Temperance. Well, the courts have been stepping in, but the appeals court has allowed the tariffs to continue for the moment. And last night, I want to say it was last night, the Dumpy had 25% tariffs on steel. Was it? Was it aluminum or steel? I think it was steel. But he raised it to 50% tariffs. They're the mailbags. Tower, Page of Wands. It's not great because you don't have great leadership. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. So, Sharon says, I just got a notice yesterday. My passport application I put in last Tuesday was just received. Oh, wow. So it's been 10 days? Yeah. Those who are overseas, you can get a passport through your through post offices. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So, Julie says, don't the sales receipts have to show all the taxes at checkout? Well, this isn't a tax. Angie says, I noticed Amazon shows tariffs as shipping. Oh, that would be great. I hope they are. Thank you, Visualize 70. 50% on steel and aluminum. Silly me. Silly me. Yes. Burns says steel, yes, raised to 50% on a whim. Which means there's no forethought put into the amounts. Nope. Rita says Amazon shows it as a tax. Okay, good. Good. Okay. This is crazy. Travels had a question, and this might just be the modern world at 4810. Travels wanted to know, are banks really getting rid of paper checks? Are paper checks about to become a thing of the past? I'm kind of sorry. I'm kind of surprised they haven't disappeared already. So paper checks. Yeah, it's just the march of time and technology. Right in the center. Yeah, going away. Quiet as a tomb. And it helps the bottom lines of the banks and whatnot. 3 of Pentacles, but now it's expensive and people just aren't using them. I know there may be some people here who use them, but in general. So a lot of people are. The last time I used a check, I really had to look at it for a minute and try to remember. Oh, that's right. You got to write out the thing with the line and the or no or 0 and line down this thing and for 100, and it took me a minute to. Huh? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Yeah, lots of people in the chat saying they still use paper checks. I understand it. If it was up to me, I wouldn't take it away from you. I'm just saying. So, yeah, it's headed out. I mean, obviously you can still use them for now, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if we're moving away from that. So, okay. Let me see. I want to make sure I get to the Sharon had a question about tacos. But before I get to that, I want to do Lisa's question. Any questions I don't get to, I will roll over to tomorrow because your questions are important to me. But Lisa asked this yesterday, might have been the day before. But anyway, is Putin, is the head of state serial killer, is he still alive? Why did he not do a face-to-face with Zelensky? Then we'll get to the tacos. All right. Where is one of the biggest scumbags on the face of the earth? Has anybody seen him for a while? When's the last time we saw Vlad? Cosmic Coat Lady says Elon's blood sample would catch on fire in the lab. Yes. That was good. Amy says Putin is afraid to leave his safe space. Live by the open third floor window. Perhaps you die by the open third floor window. Thing is, though, it's not like he has an obvious successor. Authoritarians rarely do. All right. Fool. Two of Swords. Six of Cups. Oh, he wasn't. No, he's paranoid. He is beyond he feels more paranoid than he has ever. He is paranoid. Heavy duty. Yeah, I don't think we're in Russian Kansas anymore. He is out there mentally. I feel like he's jumping at his own shadow. Oof. MKL Peaches put in the chat. Vladdy, tacos daddy. La, la, la. Dave's suggesting they put holy water in the pool at Mar-a-Lago. Well, yeah, but Dumpy never goes near it, so. I mean, he doesn't swim. Oh, Carol, I'm so sorry. I hope you're going to be okay, you poor thing. Yeah, this is not. He has a lot of people around protecting him. But there are a lot more people who are suffering rather than doing their patriotic duty. Adding insult to injury, it almost feels like there's, well, one, I've never picked up that he's going to win this war. I've never picked up on it. That doesn't mean I'm always right. It's just I've never picked up on that. But this, you can't win. This just feels like you cannot win this, Vladdy. I'm just getting mental images of him jumping at shadows. I mean, I'm not necessarily getting the kind of yelling that you got in that. You know how they've made memes out of that movie about the last days of Mr. Ugly Mustache? Where he's sitting there screaming, surrounded by people. I don't think he'd be surrounded by people. But is he hidden somewhere? Is he jumping at shadows? Yes. I think he's losing his grip. That's what I'm picking up on. So anyway, speaking of losing his grip, 5630, Sharon Rice had a question. Here's a funny / petty question. Can we see if there will be an uptick in chicken taco sales at Taco Bell and other taquerias in the near future? Oh, Patricia Winter just won the internet. Okay, hang on. Let me find it. I don't see what it was. I don't doubt it though. So, okay. Downfall. Thank you, Visualize 70. Thank you. Yeah, the chicken and taco thing, is that going to stick? Apparently, he's bigly mad because his sycophants didn't tell him about that. That when that journalist asked him about it, was it yesterday, day before yesterday? It was the first time he had heard of it. Mm-hmm. The world. There may be people around the world making fun of him this way. It's not like he's popular. He's not. We know he's not. And he's all bent out of shape. There was someone wondering what other old-timey insults could we throw in his direction? Because obviously there's like insults that were insults when he was a certain age. Get under his thin skin, Trumple thin skin. So let's see. You called someone chicken. What are some other insults? Magician, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, well, yeah. Yes, Mexican restaurants are definitely going to benefit from this. Yeah, but they're trying to manage him. They're trying to keep his emotions in check, but I don't know if they can. Yeah, this has struck a nerve. Yeah. Raymond's small hands. There you go. Old Silver says other countries are trolling him now about taco. I love it. And what just floors me is the insult started on Wall Street. It wasn't some random social media something. This started on Wall Street with the high finance people. Taco, Trump always chickens out. Yeah. That's true. MKLP, taco shells are fragile. You know what? I have some taco shells. I've got some lettuce and tomato. I think I've got some vegan crumbles. I'm having tacos for dinner. Thank you. All right. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for going through the news with me. It is 1:05 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. As always, drop by. Bring a project, any project. And we just want to encourage you. And this evening at 7 p.m. Central Time, Chicago time, will be this month's Patreon social. So people can come on screen. You can stay in the chat if you want, but it's a private live stream. You can come on screen if you want. You can have up to 9 people there with me on screen, people talking directly to each other, talking to me, putting faces to names. It's a lot of fun. So that is this evening. So links in the description to Patreon. All right, so that will do it. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. So hang in there, all right? And I will see you later. Thank you, Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Do follow Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Angie's wonderful. Okay.